Attention, some new information came out after I filmed this video, so there's going to be a little bit after it to address the new things that have happened, and to mark that occasion, I'll probably wear some different glasses or something. So, wait before you start typing your angry comments below. You know, save the angry comments for after, okay? Good. Hey there, it's your boy Chitsadface here at the one and only, there's probably more, I don't know, Hard Mode Gamers. Recently, the darned SJWs and the darned alt-right are having a fight.
Crazy, I know, right?
Assassin's Creed has drawn some controversy, I guess. I'm a big fan of Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I played like 95 hours of it, and there's places I still haven't been. The game doesn't end. It's amazing. It's my game of the year for 2018. But now people are taking up issues with the ending of a recent DLC, Legacy of the First Blade. This is part 2 of what's a trilogy. And look, okay, right now, look at me. Spoilers for all of this game, all of Assassin's Creed Odyssey. If you plan on playing it, don't watch this video. I really don't want to spoil the experience for you. It's worth it. You got it? Okay though, so you have a baby. You have a baby. Your main character, Alexios or Cassandra, it kind of railroads you through this relationship arc. Then you have a baby and you settle down. You know. Some people are upset because it's not in line with what they wanted, is the short version of all of this. You had a very open range of options, but everyone felt that this ending was just like, zzz, no choice, nothing you can affect, and it's like a choice they don't like because it doesn't align with their character. Now a lot are gonna say, it's about sexual preferences or the plot. There's actually quite a number of reasons why it is actually kind of garbage, though. And it's not actually just so simple that it's one thing that's upsetting. It's a lot of things. So here is this many reasons why this DLC screwed up the ending. So let's get the old sexuality thing out of the way. There are, many NPCs that you can choose to bone on your adventures. There's a lot. If you want to be gay, you can be gay. If you want to be straight, you can be straight. I'm pretty sure, though, that the game does force you into a gay orgy with a goat, I think. Pretty sure it did. Alright, well, besides that, my character, because, it's always my character, my Commander Shepard, my Cassandra. By the way, Cassandra's voice actor, displayed here. Amazing performance. Like, this is Jennifer Hale, Commander Shepard, levels of good. My Cassandra, pretty much boned just everyone. Men, women. I only didn't if there was like a legitimate plot reason for me not to. Like, one of the first people I met was, I thought they were plotting my assassination. They weren't, I got it terribly, but I didn't realize that these quests you're given actually have different endings based on things you chose. I thought it was just linear with some, dialogue trees, but it does go places. Mine's a hit it and split it kind of gal. Set it and forget it. Hit it and quit it. One night stands. Fucking Alcibiades. Like, every opportunity I have. Cassandra and him just pound town every time. But, so this guy you get, his name is Natakas, for me. If you're playing as Alexios, you'll get a girl. This is her name right here. But for me, the son of this, first blade is this man named Natakas. And fucking look at him. Look at this. Look at this stupid-looking motherfucker. You see this? I thought all the unique characters were, specially modeled. This guy looks like he was just taken out of a pool of the, regular NPCs, just one of the people who are walking around. That's what he looks like. It's like they just pressed the random button on those character generators, and then they just thought, hey, this guy will do, I guess. Press that random button. This is what they spit out. Just And it's not just how he looks, he has the emotional range of a dead fish. And pretty much all of his interactions with my personal Cassandra were saying things, awkward silence, and then some exposition, followed by more awkward silences. Like that. Basically, some of the NPCs I had a romance with, the ones I hooked up with, some of like the really short and very to the point experiences seemed more noteworthy than this experience. When I found out you had a baby, I did literally everything I could to tell this guy I don't like him and I don't want to settle down with him. But no matter what you say, and you do get a chance to reject his advances a lot, and they're not even advances, I don't know where this is coming from. At the end, Cassandra is so sad, and she's like, oh, I'm alone, and he shows up, oh, you're not alone. No, you guys had no chemistry. Some of the random NPCs you hook up with after a couple dialogue entries, that had more chemistry than you and this main character for the past 3 to 5 hours. Probably more. Yeah, the beginning was really long, actually. The episode 2 wasn't as long. Had a lot more optional missions. And that's just like the first thing. All of that. So yeah, bad writing. What's next? So this next reason is because it's not necessary. According to all of the Assassin's Creed mythos, there were certain rules regarding the future time stuff. So basically, you go in the Animus, you relive your ancestors' past. In the first 3 main entries, that was just Desmond and whatever was in his genetic line. In 4, 5, and 6, they kind of made it more like, 4 had you working for a game company, and then 5 and 6... Unity and Syndicate were just like, fuck it, no, you are playing a video game right now. And you're actually secretly helping out the assassins. That's literally what's going on in the future. They're like, hey, play this video game. We need the codes. We need the cheat codes. And then so 7, the new series, Origins and Odyssey, come along. And they've changed the rules. It can be just DNA, so just a blood sample, anything, boom, you can check it out. So, endless possibilities right there. There doesn't actually need to be anyone passing on the genes to make this assassin stuff happen. You can just go to a mummy. Origins, like in Origins, you can just go up to a mummy and be like, okay, you got a sample. And in the case of Cassandra, it was the spirit. Leonidas had like a blood stain on it, and they get a DNA sample off that. That's crazy. So it's not really necessary that you had to have a child. It was more like the game just wanted me to say, oh, I feel like settling down. Even though I said I don't feel like settling down several times. No, I just wanted to move on with the adventures of Cassandra conquering Greece single-handedly. But no, it's baby time, because, Here's another thing, number 3. If you got one of the earlier endings, if you've finished the original game and not done the DLC, do the final mission for the Gates of Atlantis and seal it, you find out something quite amazing. Cassandra, as you live and breathe, right there with you in the cave, Cassandra lived like eternally until literally like 2018, right now. Well, last year, but just boom, 2018. She lived all the way from 423 BC, 429, I don't know. She lived a really long time. There's no way about it. That relationship won't last forever, but she will. And you could really use this as a vehicle to just do more games with Alexios and Cassandra, because they're both great. You got like possibly another Ezio on your hand, especially with Cassandra. Obviously, no one's gonna live through this the whole way, but something else might happen anyway. That brings me on to this other point. Some people are saying that this was retconned. It's kind of not. It's happened all throughout history where a certain person of a certain sexual orientation may have a baby just to keep the lineage. Which maybe she did try to keep the lineage. I don't even know anymore. Either way, it's not really changing the game. It's just like I said, bad oversight. They had a really good story on paper. Oh, and then they forgot that you played this whole other game first. It was really unnecessary. I couldn't avoid it, no matter how much I pushed this guy away. And like that's it. It's not, my Cassandra didn't want that. She wasn't gay, she wasn't straight. She just didn't want to get married to this guy. Look at him. The final episode is called Growing Up, and this somehow implies that Cassandra is doing some growing up by having a kid. No. 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 I don't know where that idea is coming from, but okay, maybe you're right, but did you consider it's maybe just called Growing Up because you have a child who is going to grow up, possibly? Maybe they'll do a Red Dead Redemption 1 thing and have you play the rest of the game as your son or daughter. Actually, that sounds like a spoiler now. I'm not sure if anyone else said you're going to play as the child in the next game. So, if this video goes up in time, I got it first. Me, hard mode gamers. Thumbs up, thumbs down, don't care. Okay. Please subscribe though. Now this is just speculation after this, so what happens next? Someone has to die. Probably. Someone has to eat it. Bite the big one. I think it's gonna be whoever your husband or wife is. You know, I'd be perfectly fine with it. This guy can die. I don't care. Go die in episode 3, please. Thank you. Imagine if Mass Effect forced you into a relationship with Kaidan. Nobody likes Kaidan. Enjoy my invisible juice box. So what does all this mean? This means mostly nothing, but, you know, they could always like patch it and just let you pick, you know, maybe have 2 of his kids both at once and you can pick what. Nah, they still want that baby. That baby's too important for the plot to go without it. You're playing as that kid. We called it. I think Ubisoft is probably gonna do right by this some way in the 3rd chapter. And honestly, I like this game so much. I hope that's not all they have left for this game. Live service or not be damned. I want more Assassin's Creed Odyssey. But please though, like, subscribe, and share it. Most importantly, tell everyone to just come together and appreciate that this choice was kind of stupid, but it will be fixed when the next episode comes out, and everyone will live happily ever after. And subscribe to PewDiePie. Well, that was an exciting thought experiment, but it looks like we have some issues, because as of a few hours ago, Ubisoft has decided to fix the DLC. This has happened before, Mass Effect. So, yeah, they decided to change that, and that's gonna bring up a lot more questions than answers now, because, well, you know, they said they're gonna make changes, and they're gonna patch something, and they're gonna give different options, but like, so say I already finished the DLC, which I did, do I have to reload an old save to get the ending I want? Or is it just gonna, like, pop up and ask you, hey, do you want a different ending? It probably won't. That is assuming Ubisoft is competent, but, you know. So, what we're doing instead is so it's either that, or, load a new save file, or just have us fix it before we continue with Chapter 3. Let's see how this is going along on the internet. I expect people to still be angry with each other. Let's find out. Yep, everyone's angry. Yep, everybody is blaming the SJWs. I'm not surprised that this is the internet, but like, I mean, that's really not the case, and it wasn't the case with Mass Effect. It was kind of a shitty ending. This is not on the same scale. This is just some bad writing that they are fixing. This is just some bad writing that they are fixing. My character is straight. I didn't like this guy. I can't stress it enough. Should I congratulate them? That brings up the age-old issue, you know, who does this kind of material belong to? Is it, you know, the fans because they gave the choice, or does this belong to Ubisoft, the creators? But I'm not here to argue that for you. I'm here to say that fact that they changed it, that's fine in and of itself. I don't personally agree with changing the achievement title because, again, I understand where people are coming from, but I don't see it that way. I don't see this being a mockery of anyone. I believe the intent of the chapter was indeed like foreshadowing what would happen. And they still have a lot to account for. I mean, if they were gonna have you play as the baby, well, you know, the baby grown up, now what? Are you just gonna like, maybe, instead of having a baby, you can adopt. Check the lineage. I already talked about the lineage. It's unnecessary. I really have no idea where they're going with this. And, well, we're gonna have to wait because we don't know much yet. All we know as of right now is that they are working on it. We'll know more soon. I hope.